the first one they've used this half. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay another.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
Some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. First down marker and still running. They'll move the change and get it to the 47-yard line.
Quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This time he's got his man.
That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Bobcats will snap it on first and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Black 14.
They just keep firing. He caught it. Alabama to send this junior foot on that ball to pick up the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to play their way out. And precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point now, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'll have to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Taylor wants to throw. That's caught. It's made. He's close to the first down. They're going to mark him just a little short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll try the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys on the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside of zone 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense.
watch, if I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's through. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Set.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period.
Check. Blue 42 spread.
Run in the red zone. It's high. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
White 53.
Sends it back in motion.
White 53.
They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thurman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not stop.
Would you feel to The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stacked up after gaining a couple of 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught in the middle. It's Chapman. All down. He has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver. No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen for your ball club. This defense is reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Snatches it up. Breaks it up. And that one looked as if it might go all touchdown-saving tackle. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to consistency with durability and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here we go.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard just as he released it on the first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Taylor wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. And swing momentum. Racing down the right side. Inside the 10. And he will roll in the end zone. No mid-season goals for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There it is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
Blue 22.
Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up.
Easton.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Powers through. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. That's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when they're playing the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them and forced the punt.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Chapman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Back to pass. Still looking on the move. Got it out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down, coming up with this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed this guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that the rest of this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw. He caught it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Eagles looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's good. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down coming up.
Check, check. Monster, monster.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's fine. Will be brought down. That's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's good. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys moving over that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Starks. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a...
Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy down there. You start getting a lot of possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the move from inside his spot. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice Eagles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12 or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye out for us. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got him downfield. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. He's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Black 33, map, blue 22.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Ryan. Huge jump as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field, generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last minute. The quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Would they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Black 14.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on them. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Keeps looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Got the tight end outside. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Nice job by the quarterback here. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
on that third down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion.
That's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Let's
The
go.
Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Black 93, ready.
They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Here we
So
go.
the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Set. Set. White 18, Rocky switch.
He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Goes to the marker, it's Durham. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They want to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyon. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
80 Brooklyn. White 80 Brooklyn. Maverick.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, He's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back.
You can't execute the bubble screen any better than that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the script. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Here's a hit. And as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback's throwing away from Heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
His man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They go to the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play had no chance. And then you sell pass, if you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen involved running up the field, but it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, man, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Go, right.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big zone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if you're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives quick. That first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 28.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to run him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want to be physical.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and forcing completions like that.
Makes the catch. Gets it inside. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Give to the running back. Creates a He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 30-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing for your defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to need to get a lot more physical, especially on the
Right on it. Sweet play. Good pick up, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
And they trust him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Looks like the first down still moving. Ball down. He has enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Taylor wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it. Returns it down to the 37.
We've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Running back searching for him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Offense changing the play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab.